Alright, today guys we're going to be installing this jb4 tuner on a 2018 BMW 430i Grand Coupe. It's going to be a pretty easy install. 3 connections under the hood. You have your T-map, smallest connector here, your map right here, then your longest cable is going to go to your wastegate. And then other than that, just a wire running to your OB2 port. The tools that I'm going to use are real simple. 10mm socket. You got a screwdriver and a pick. Let's get started. Okay, first step guys. Lock your car and put your key far enough away where it doesn't sense it, so that when we start disconnecting these cables and sensors, it's not going to mess anything up on the inside. We're going to go where the jb4 is going to live at. 3 10 twist off connectors here. We're just going to twist them about 180 degrees. Should release the connector. And we're going to take that off right there. Set that aside. Then you're going to pull off your cover. Just pops right off with pressure. Pressure connectors, that's going to go off. Set that aside as well. And this is going to be where I put the jb4. It sits very nicely right up in here. You can zip tie that down later, whatever you prefer to do. So now we have the jb4 where it's going to sit at. We're going to run these cables. Where I like to run them, where it seems to fit best for the connectors and the length of your cables, is right under this rubber right here. So we'll start with a wastegate cable. Pull that through. Next is going to be your T-map. And then finally your actual map sensors. And of course later, without the video, I'm going to be zip tying all these cables down in here. Very nice and clean. I like to turn mine back around. Turn it back behind this plate. Back over. And then I'll show you where the first sensor is going to plug in at. So your T-map sensor is going to be right here. I'm going to pop off a couple of these vacuum lines real quick. Just a quick pop off. Start running these cables. Up and under. Remember that short one that we're talking about for the map? It actually is going to go right up here, so it's perfect fit. T-map we're going to cut back underneath. And we're going to run it back under some of this right here. Basically what you're doing here is just cleaning some wires up. Less wires to look at, less wires to clean up. So now you see where I ran it at. Perfect fit. Got our flathead. There's a white connector here, that's your lock. Pop your lock out like that. Should be able to push back down on the lock and your wiggle your pin out. If that doesn't work, you can go underneath and actually grab the lock itself and pop it out. Well, maybe. Grab that flathead again. There it is. Flathead worked a little better. Pops right off. Well, obviously not right off. You're going to go for your male side to your female and your jb4. In. Male side from the jb4 to your female side on your sensor. And I'm going to tuck those down there. Nice and neat. And that sensor is done. Your map sensor is going to be just the driver side of your oil fill cap. See it right here. See how those fit perfectly. I already popped the white pin. There we go. Pop her out. This is probably gonna be one of your hardest ones. Very short. You can see it right here. Same as the last one. You're going to do your. I'm actually going to run this one under here as well. Clean that up a little bit. Run this one under here as well. So same as the last one. I'm going to run our male from jb4 to our female sensor. She's in. Then we're going to run female from the jb4 to the male on the harness. And she's in. And we'll tuck her back down in there. Very nice and neat. 2 sensors down. 1 more to go under the hood. Now your last sensor on the hood is going to go to your wastegate, which is down here. That controls your wastegate lever action. That's that long wire we had right here. I'm also going to run that a couple different places to make sure it's a little clean in here. Run it up and under this fitting. And I'll run it back under here. Set up there for now. Same as always, pop your white one, push down on it. Hopefully it comes out. If not, use your flathead to pop the connection out. And repeat. Female side on jb4, 2 male side on harness. She's in. Male side jb4, 2 female side on component. Tuck them right up here somewhere. Like I said, I'm going to be zip tying all this after, but you guys don't need to be sitting around watching zip tie videos, right? There we go. That's under the hood. Pretty much done. So jb4 here. Recap, we ran our line back and around. Ran up and under. Through. T-map split. Map sensor split. Ran our other cable back and around and through to our wastegate. So you're pretty much done under the hood. Now we're going to run our OB2 port connector. And best place to do it, you don't want to drill extra holes. So there is a grommet right back here. See if we can get in there and see it. See that grommet right there? We're just going to go ahead and pop that grommet out. And that'll take us into our firewall, into our cabin of our vehicle. Just going to grab our flathead and go ahead and pop it through. And that's, so this is going to be a part that's going to be a little hard to film, but you're going to take this kick panel off down here. Let me see. You got 2 tins right here, one here, one over here. And this kick panel will come down and we can run our OB2 wire. Once you get those nuts off, got this kick panel. You see your pins that are coming out, pressure clips. And then you'll have access up into your firewall. And your OB2 is right here. And you can actually see the light from that small hole that we did right. Ooh, bad feeling. So one thing that comes in real handy doing this part right here is a fish tape tool. It's the cable with a hook that we can run through that hole, grab our connector from the inside and pull it right out. Start running this tool, little handy dandy tool here. There we go. See if we can go find it from the inside now real quick. Now I'm hoping that our connector, we already have it on, is not too big to go through this hole and not give us problems. And it's not. There we go. There she is right there, boys. So after you got it ran out, you're going to go ahead and run her to your jb4. And that is the last connection you're going to do to the jb4. Next one, we're going to go into the dash and plug in the OBD2 port. So now concludes all the connection parts. Now you're going to figure out how you want to mount your actual control module, where you want to stick it out in here. For now, I am going to, it fits right down here very well. Run your cables back and hide them still. And then however you want to do yours, you can do yours. Alright, so once you put all your covers back on, get your actual module where you want it to be at. I'll show you how to go through some of the settings on it. I don't have the Bluetooth yet. That's coming, so that'll be another video. Also, I am not going to tell you what each individual setting does today. I'm just going to show you how to get into the tuner. You can actually go and print out a paper or screenshot like I did to tell you what the different settings are. So obviously turn your ignition on. On this model, how you're going to get into your tuner is going to be your BC button. You're going to hold your BC button down. Once one of those lights flashes and the other one comes on solid, that means you're in your tuner. So now you're in your tuner. You have two separate options here, or two separate instructional displays. This one's going to tell you what function you're going to be in, 1 through however many the tuner has. A couple of them are going to be dead functions. First one is going to be your tune, so on 0, and that's why we're on tune 2, because I already messed with it. But I'll just show you through that. So you'll tap your BC button, and see that takes it away from the tune setting. That's, I think, a dead setting. 3 is going to be your boost control, so it turns your gauge into a boost controller. And then you go all the way through your different settings. Like I said, you can go online and actually get what these different modules do. But now you go back to your 0, so now we're in tune setting again. Hold down your BC and it's going to take you into tune. So now arrow kicks you over to your other setup displays. We're on tune 2, tune all the way 3, all the way to tune 8. I don't have a lot of supporting mods right now. I got to go to E85. We can go to a higher tune. Right now we're just going to be on tune 2, which is 4 psi above stock, I believe, above factory. And then just hold your BC button to get back out of it and set up your tune. So now once that flashes is over, that tune or whatever settings you did on this side or that side is going to be installed in jb4. So go ahead and turn her on. And we're in tune 2. And see, I already had the boost gauge turned on too. And that's pretty much it, boys. Probably shouldn't be revving it. She's cold. Sorry, baby. Let her warm up and we'll go for a ride.